Hello, welcome back. I start with a little story for you. Am I the only one who about 5 to 10 minutes before falling asleep, a load of ideas seem to come to their head? Well, it always seems to happen to me. Back in the day, it used to be song ideas or sketch ideas. Nowadays, it's far more crafting things from pallet wood into all manner of different things. Anyway, I digress. Back to the story. About a month ago, I was about to fall asleep, then in my head went into overdrive with a brand new idea for a coffee table. I wanted a striped top with square legs, but I wanted the legs to wrap all the way around the piece and then become not only structural, but a feature of the chunky tabletop itself. My head would not stop trying to work out how this could be done. A little sidebar is that I only really get to go in the workshop, probably mainly about once a week, mainly on a Wednesday. As some of you legends from the Workshop Wednesday family will know. Well, this idea came to me on a Thursday night, so I had this plan rattling around the old grey matter for almost a week. Now, with the late night ideas, they normally come and go, but this one seemed to stick, and I had to make it happen. The bit that I was concerned most, and strangely coincidental, was the bit that I didn't film, was creating the square mitered legs, and then have them inserted into the top. But somehow, as you may argue in the comments, a little questionable in terms of skill, style and safety, I managed to do it. I personally believe this project is one of my favourites so far, and it currently doesn't have a home, as it was a late night passion build that I wanted to see if I could actually make it work, and it turns out, yeah, here I can. So what next? Well, eventually I'm going to sell it, because I think 2 coffee tables in my living room is a little bit much, so I don't have enough space for another one. However, I have an idea of how I want it to be sold. So please make sure you are stuck around on the YouTube channel, but also keep a close eye on the Instagram, as there should be an update coming very soon on the exciting plans that are also in my head for another time. So as you can see in this little bit, what I'm doing is currently making the inserted holes for the legs to go in. Now please don't worry about my hand, it's far enough away from the saw, it's just the way that the camera angle is pointed makes it look a little bit closer than it actually is, but please do not worry, it is fine. Plus the saw blade is only raised a few centimetres up, so it's not going anywhere near my hand at this point. As you can see here, this is a great example of just how far my hand would be away from the saw blade as well. This is a better angle to be able to show you. See here, what I'm doing is slowly hogging away at that wood, just to be able to make those strips for the inserts for the top of the table to go into. Now I do find this bit a little bit satisfying. Something that you spent ages making, now you get to destroy it with a hammer. It's a little bit therapeutic. Now I'm going to leave you to watch this a little bit, just to see if you think it's as therapeutic as I do. Smashy smashy. So just to quickly explain this next bit without saying it a bit, look at it. I look a bit Salt Bay with the black gloves on. What I'm doing is making some paste, just to fill in any of those little cracks and holes that are up on the top, and then give it a nice sanding down to get rid of that. So then hopefully, yeah, I should have filled in all the little voids, gaps and stuff. There will be a few inevitably left. Also seems to be one of my favourite bits. It's where I get to do the water pop. It's the first time once you finally get to a certain level of sanding that you actually get to see what colour the actual table's going to come out at. And as you'll find out later on, I think this doesn't even do it any justice. It comes out nice, but when the finish is on, it's even better. And we're now at the finish stage, which, as this with most projects that I tend to go with, I normally do a Danish oil finish. Do you think I've got enough in that tin? But yeah, watch. Oh, I love this bit. It's when that finish finally goes on and you finally get to see the actual finished tabletop, and then watch all that pallet wood absorb all the finishing. At this point, it makes you think, well, it makes me certainly think that this, yeah, could have been transporting tiles from Indonesia or something like that, and now it's, yeah, turned into something like this, which I think is, yeah, rather pretty considering what it was. So as we draw ever closer towards the end, all I can ask is, if you like this, please let me know in the comments. Like the video, subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss out when we go live or when we post something like this again. And also to see what other crazy ideas come to my head at midnight, because this is what it could tend to come out as. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you over in the next one. Bye for now.